one of the things that we're there, at least from Acuity and our e-commerce practices, to really help our clients not only just do management accounting so they know where things stand on a daily, weekly, monthly basis, but it's to help them have a great exit. So I've been talking to our team about a great book called The Exitpreneur's Playbook by Joe Valley, one of the brokers that we work with. And the great thing is he does a great job saying, here are the 3 things you need to do to get the most return and the largest multiple on your business. And the first is accrual-based accounting, okay? And so you've got a whole bunch of sellers going, oh yeah, I should probably do that. And now they do, because they're like, oh, I'm gonna sell in a year or 2 or whatever time frame. The second key thing that he recommends is that you have to have a unique product. You can't just be a reseller of other people's stuff, because you're just doing it faster and somebody else can take over. You need to have your own unique products, whether it's private label or your own design. And then the last is you have to have a solid both marketing campaign, but really a social following. You have to have that organic ability to really pull people in. Jamie, what are you seeing sellers, are they starting to catch on? I mean, more people signing up for A2X and going, oh yeah, I do need good data, I do need good accounting.
Yeah, it's interesting. I was just thinking as you were saying that, am I right to say, I think everyone sitting here by coincidence has had a exit?
I didn't have an exit.
Okay, well, you're exiting. You're always at. Which is, I would say that with these merchants and these sellers, absolutely, we're seeing more like direct discussion around that. Like that's why they're coming to us saying, I understand that I should be getting my books in order because I should be thinking about it next. I don't know whether they're reading Joe Valley's book or whether they're being more thoughtful about it. I share that view. I know people have asked me about selling HubDoc, and I often say to them, we didn't sell HubDoc. HubDoc was purchased, and meaning that like you need a buyer who wants to buy you. You can't just go out and think, I'm just going to sell my business. And so the idea of being prepared for when a purchaser emerges makes a ton of sense. And so we are seeing a lot of that merchants who are coming in specifically mentioning exits. Interestingly, I think I told someone recently, I think I might do this story, which is we now find ourselves working a lot with aggregators, companies that are, I think that's the term, who are rolling up, a number of brands or sellers. And they're in the news a lot where they raise, a lot of capital and they buy up these companies. And so we see businesses signing up for A2X and just adding dozens and dozens of subscriptions. And we're like, who is this? It doesn't seem like an accounting firm that's magically, got hundreds of clients. And it turns out it's these aggregators. And so we've spoken to a number of them. And one of the themes that we've heard is that when they go to do due diligence and they're doing the research on these companies before they make an offer to buy them, they learn that it's not a proper accrual-based accounting. And often it's as simple as they're just booking deposits from, say, Shopify or Amazon into from their bank account straight into their GL as sales. And it turns out that it was net sales, and their sales are actually quite a bit higher, but they weren't realizing that sales tax and refunds and returns and fees, a whole bunch of things that come off of it. And so these aggregators, a number of them said to us that we have to inform the entrepreneur, you actually are not a $2 million business, you're a $3 million business. And so, because you're not accounting for it correctly, it's something as simple as that. And to which the entrepreneur often then says, well, then I want you to buy me for more money because I'm a bigger business. So we are seeing that, even in a simple example like that people are recognizing this, and it might be in some ways from Joe's book.
No, yeah, that's great. Well, Marketplace Pulse today, their newsletter today, showed the amount of VC funds in aggregators, specifically Amazon aggregators, and it went just like this, and then it plummeted down. Yeah. So we are seeing that the money's not only not being invested, it's being pulled back. I know of one group that the VC has come in and taken over, and they're running the business because they're not getting the returns they want. So there's just a lot going on. The other thing, talking with Joe Valley and a few other people, last year was just kind of the heyday, and people were getting between 3x and 5x multipliers on their SDE, seller discretionary earnings, and or better in some cases. And now it's 2 to 4, maybe. Like that, multiples come down across the board, whether it's an aggregator or somebody else. So there's just a lot of interesting stuff going on.